Hello everyone, welcome to KSR Data Vision. Myself, Sai Babu. Today I am going to explore about what is Lakehouse in Microsoft Fabric. So as part of today's topic, this is the agenda. So creation of Lakehouse in Fabric and how to load the data into Lakehouse and how to query the data with SQL Endpoint followed by how to transform the data with Visual Query and many more are there. So first of all, let's see what is Lakehouse. So Microsoft Fabric Lakehouse is a data architecture platform for storing, managing, and analyzing structured and unstructured data in a single location. So it's a flexible and scalable solution that allows organization to handle large volumes of data using various tools and frameworks to process and analyze that data. So let's jump into the Power BI service. If you see, this is my Fabric environment. So first of all, make sure that for creation of Lakehouse in the Fabric environment, you need to have a Fabric trial license. How to check the Fabric trial license? Just click on this workspace settings. After clicking the workspace settings, there is option called license info. So here you can check. Currently I have Fabric trial license. I'll close. So first, as part of today's agenda, so creation of Lakehouse. So here if I see, click on new item. So if I click on new item, it will open one pop-up. Here just type Lakehouse, so it will show Lakehouse. Then click on this. So it will ask one name. So let's say I'll give files load underscore LH. LH means Lakehouse. So I'll click on create. Now what Microsoft Fabric is doing, it's creating a new Lakehouse. See, Lakehouse has created, it's loading. So now it's loading. So here if you see, this is the Lakehouse environment. Here if you see, there is a option called tables, there is a option called files. So if I want to load the file, just click on these three dots. If I want to directly upload the file here, I can click upload files, or else if I want to create a subfolder, in that subfolder if I want to upload a file, then click this. So for now I am clicking new subfolder. Just I'll name it as a data folder. So it's creating a one subfolder. So in the subfolder, I'll click these three dots. Here we have a lot of options. In this, what is my goal now? I want to upload CSV file. Click on this upload files. It will show this window. So just click this. If you click this, so already it's there. So there is a sales CSV file is there. So if I click on sales CSV file, I'll click open. Then I'll click upload. So when I click upload, so it's uploading. Now close this tab. Just here you can refresh this data. Just click on this. See, now whatever the sales file I'll have in my local machine, that now we push it to the Fabric environment. Just if you want to see what is this sales.csv file, just click on this. It will show as a normal CSV file. So it's letting see. This is how it is. The data will be look like this. So if I want to load this data to tables, so there is a three dots button. Just click on this three dot button, click on the load to tables, click on new table. When I click on new table, it is asking table name. Let's say I'll give as a sales data and select file format. What is this file format? It is a CSV file, and as of now Fabric is supporting only CSV and Parquet files. Just click on CSV and the delimiter is comma and use header for the column names. Just click load. When you click on the load, see, it is loading data file to the table as a sales data. So it will be loading. Just we will wait until it's loaded. So if you want to see it is the status, here you can click on this bell icon, you can see. So close this one. So see, automatically the data, whatever the file I have sales.csv file, it loaded as a table in the delta table format in the tables folder. If I want to see the sales data, just click on this. Now it will show the data while we are seeing first time. That's why it's take some time. And moreover, currently I am having the trial license. In trial license, it will slow. So currently I am using in my real time as a Fabric capacity license. In that it is loaded very fastly. See, now whatever the data present in my CSV file, that I am viewing as a in the table format. Let's say it is automatically detect the data types and everything. everything. So as part of today's agenda, then what is our next topic? How to query the data with SQL endpoint. Let's say after creation of this lakehouse, automatically it will create the SQL endpoint. If you click on this lakehouse drop down, there is a two options are there: lakehouse, SQL analytic endpoint. So why this SQL analytics endpoint is there? We will query the data by using select statement. Just click on this. It will open the SQL analytics endpoint window. Now if you see, this is the SQL analytics endpoint window. So if you want to see our table, just in the schemas click on DBO. Under the DBO there is a table called tables. So in the tables, our sales data table is there. So if I want to query anything about this sales data, just click on new SQL query. And for time being, I made a one query. We will query, I will copy and paste that query here. What I will do, I will run this one. So here what I am doing item, and I am summing the quantity to unit price as a revenue from sales, group by item and order by revenue descending. I am running this query now. Now it's running. Actually here we renamed the table name as a sales data. Then what I will do, I will add data. Now if I run the query, it will execute. So see, now I am seeing item wise how much revenue is there. So in recent Microsoft updates, we got one recent update. On hovering this query, we will get some details. Let's say if I on hover the select, it is showing as a reserved keyword. So if I on hover the quantity column, see, it is displaying the column name and type column and scope. And if I on hover the revenue, so it is not showing anything. If I on hover the sales, see, it's actually table name. It's showing the it is a sales data and the type is table and what are the columns present in the table. If I on over the revenue, actually it should display the calculation, but I am not sure because still it is in preview stage. Let's wait for until GA availability. So this is how you have to query the data in the SQL analytics endpoint. And the next thing is here how to transform the data with visual query. So if you see here, lot of options are there. In this under the home tab, there is a new SQL query. Click on this drop down, just click on this new visual query. If I click on new visual query, so here what it is asking to build a query, drag your tables here. Now what I will do, I'll drag my sales table here. Just simply click and hold, drag here. Before that I'll close my this one. So it is showing visual query. So whoever familiar with Power Query editor in Power BI, it will be easy for them. So now it is showing. So whatever the table we see in the Lakehouse table format, the same thing here we are seeing. So let's say if I want to add anything here, I'll click plus button. Here lot of options are there. Let's say if I want to choose only some two columns, what I will do, I'll select sales order number and sales order line number, or let's say I'll take item. I'll click item. So here only these two columns are selected. Let's say I want to see the order number wise how many quantities are there. Okay, so here what I will do, I'll go to transform. I want to see how many orders done by item wise. I'll say this is values, then count of distinct values, column sales order number. Just I'll click OK. Then here it is showing, see, grouped rows. So here item wise how much orders are there. So let's say if I want to say this table as a Excel file, you can click on the download Excel file. If you want to save this as a view, you can just click on the save as view. So now if I click on the save as view, so see, automatically it is generated whatever we done as a visual query, that it generated as a SQL script. So I want to say item sales order quantity table view. I'll click OK. So now it is creating a new view. See, here it is refreshing. So if you want to see the view, just go to this views folder, click on this views. I'll adjust the width. See, this is the view. Just now we are created only two columns, item and values. So then this one we are completed. And how can we build the Power BI report on top of this Lakehouse data? If I go to here, there is a option called reporting. Here from here you will create a report. Just you can click on this new report. If you click on this new report, it will ask, see, currently these are the two tables present in the this Lakehouse. So I'll click on the continue. It is first time, that's why it is taking some time. Let's wait until it create semantic model. See, already successfully updated the semantic model, and now it will open a Power BI user interface. So who are the Power BI developers, they will know what is this. So in this. So what are the my raw table and what are the stored procedure I created, both are here. So let's say if I want to see, I'll take one bar chart. So here if I want to see the, let's say, item wise unit price, so it will show, see, item wise unit price. Then I want to see the item wise order quantity. I'll take column chart. Then simply I add item in the x-axis, then I'll add values in this y-axis, then it will say item wise order quantity. So this is how you need to build the report on top of the lakehouse tables. So if you want to save this report, just go to file and click on save. Then it is asking your workspace. My workspace name is Fabric Land. I'll click and I will give this name as a sales report. Then I'll click save. See, now if I go to my workspace here, if you see, one is my lake house, another one is a semantic model, another one is SQL Analytics Endpoint, another file is Power BI report. So this is how you need to create lake house, and on top of the lake house, how we have to query with SQL language, and how we can do the transformations with visual query, and on top of that how we can build the Power BI report. This is about what is lakehouse in the Microsoft Fabric. So thank you all for watching this video. Please do like, share, subscribe KSR Data Vision YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video.